You feel the shudder. You take the truck to a shop. The technician road tests it, confirms a vibration, and quotes a torque converter replacement. Except industry documentation is explicit. Replacing the torque converter on these applications is ineffective in the majority of cases. The shudder returns after extended operation. One documented owner case from South Florida. Converter replacement at 35,000 miles, out of warranty. Cost, nearly $3,000. Shudder returned within months. The reason is simple once you understand entry 1. The converter did not cause the shudder. The fluid chemistry caused the shudder. A new converter installed in contaminated fluid develops the same slip behavior as the original. You changed the part. You did not change the environment destroying it. The second wrong fix is the pressure flush. A shop forces fluid through under pressure, declares it serviced. On a transmission that has not been regularly maintained, that pressurized cleaning can dislodge sludge into valve body passages and compromise aging seals. Documented GM service guidance recommends against external flush machines. The prescribed method is a gravity drain, filter change, and correct fluid fill. A proper scan tool with GMPID access shows TCC slip RPM during the shudder event. If that slip RPM is not spiking, you do not have TCC shudder. You may have a tire balance issue, a driveline vibration, or an engine misfire felt through the chassis. GM Service Bulletin 18 NA355 explicitly acknowledges this. It states that confirmed shudder cases turned out to be engine performance issues, tire and wheel vibration, or driveline problems. Condemning a torque converter without scan tool data is a diagnostic shortcut that costs owners thousands. The wrong fix path runs between $1,500 and $5,000 depending on how far down the converter road you go before someone checks the fluid. Entry 3 is where the story ends badly for some owners, and no fluid change reverses it. The 8L90 valve body operates at tighter tolerances than almost anything GM built before it. 8 speeds require more clutch packs, more solenoids, more hydraulic passages managing smaller pressure differentials. That complexity is impressive. It is also a narrower margin for error when heat gets involved. The factory thermal bypass valve opens at 194 degrees Fahrenheit. On a truck towing a loaded trailer on a summer afternoon, transmission temperatures climb well past that threshold before the valve responds. Sustained heat oxidizes the fluid rapidly. Oxidized fluid loses its ability to lubricate the microscopic tolerances in the valve body. Wear begins at the bore level. Pressure drops inconsistently. Shift valves move at unintended moments. On 2020 through 2022, diesel Sierra models, NHTSA, documented this exact valve body wear pattern under Recall 24 V797. Harsh shifts and, in rare cases, rear wheel lockup during downshifts. That recall covers diesel trucks and a separate wear mechanism, not the hygroscopic fluid shudder affecting gasoline trucks from 2015 through 2019. Two different problems. Do not let anyone conflate them. But the thermal mechanism is the connecting thread. Service Bulletin 21 NA199, published December 2021, prescribes replacing the factory 194-degree thermal bypass valve with an updated version rated for 158 degrees Fahrenheit, part number 867749933. Verify that part number at your dealer parts counter with your VIN before ordering. A fingertip-sized wax pellet thermostat. That is the part that determines whether a truck crosses into the $12,000 rebuild territory or not. Once valve body wear is established, fluid, Chemistry is irrelevant. Forum reports consistently place rebuild and replacement quotes between $8,000 and $12,000. That range reflects multiple community reports, not a confirmed dealer average. But it is in that territory. If this channel is giving you information worth keeping, hit subscribe. Every week we go into the documented data on GMC trucks, so you know what is actually happening inside your drivetrain before a shop charges you to find out. Now, what actually helps? Starting with the fix that resolves the majority of genuine Shudder cases. The procedure is documented in GM Service Bulletin 18 NA355, updated July 2019. A full transmission fluid exchange using mobile 1LVA TFHP fluid. Not a generic fluid. The specific formulation GM validated to resist moisture absorption. This bulletin covers all 8-speed models except the 2019 Silverado and Sierra new body style, which received the updated fluid at the factory. Industry estimates from service documentation place the success rate at roughly 60 to 70% of confirmed TCC Shudder cases when the correct fluid is used. Dealer cost for the full exchange, including labor and fluid, has been reported in forum documentation at $400 to $700, depending on region and warranty status. Under powertrain warranty, typically covered. Out of warranty, that range is what owners have documented. DIY cost runs lower. The fluid has been reported at roughly $18 to $20 per quart in recent years. The procedure requires approximately 20 quarts for a full system exchange, including the cooler circuit. Fluid cost alone runs around $360 to $400. Add a filter kit, and you are in the $450 to $500 range for parts. Drain and fill. Gravity fed. New filter. That is the protocol, not a pressure machine. If your truck is in warranty and showing Shudder, the bulletin procedure should be covered. Know the bulletin number and the fluid name before you walk in. Do not accept a pressure flush with generic fluid as the TSB repair. The thermal bypass valve swap is the proactive move for any high mileage or towing duty 8-speed truck. Bulletin 21, NA 199, 158-degree replacement valve. Lower operating temperature means slower fluid oxidation. Slower oxidation means longer friction. Modifier life. Longer friction modifier life means the valve body tolerances stay protected. You are not reversing existing wear. You are slowing the rate at which wear accumulates before the truck crosses that line. Budget a few hours at an independent shop if you are not doing it yourself, and confirm the part number with your VIN first. GM documentation states that some vehicles require up to 400 miles of driving to fully eliminate the shudder. Here is why, and this connects directly back to Entry 1. The 8L90 adaptive transmission strategy continuously refines TCC apply pressure based on driving history. When moisture-degraded fluid altered friction dynamics over months or years, the adaptation tables shifted to compensate, learning a different apply pattern to manage inconsistent clutch behavior. Fresh fluid with correct friction chemistry restores the intended behavior, but the adaptive tables still reflect the old learned pattern. The transmission needs miles to recognize the friction characteristic has changed and rewrite those tables. 400 miles of highway driving with varied throttle, exercising TCC apply and release across a range of speeds. Owners who declare failure at mile 30 and schedule a converter replacement are making a decision based on incomplete data. The truck has not finished learning yet. The fourth entry is the one that protects buyers before the problem ever becomes theirs. The used market has a shudder hiding problem. Some sellers serviced it properly, and the truck is genuinely resolved. Others sold because the shudder became consistent and they did not want to pay for the fix. The buyer who does not know the pattern inherits it at full price. The risk window is 2015 through 2019, Sierra, Yukon, and Yukon XL models with the 8-speed transmission and gasoline V8. Build dates prior to December 2018 are at highest risk. Ask for service records. A truck with a documented TSB fluid exchange in its history is actually a reassuring find. It means the problem was caught and addressed correctly. A 2016 or 2017 with 80,000 miles and no transmission service records is a question mark. Test drive conditions matter. The shudder is most pronounced at transmission temperatures between 122 and 158 degrees Fahrenheit, under light throttle, between 40 and 55 miles per hour at steady speed. Cold truck behavior is not the test. Get the transmission warm, at least 10 to 15 minutes of mixed driving, then hold a steady 45 miles per hour on a flat road with light throttle. A truck with active shudder will feel like driving over low-frequency rumble strips, not road noise, an oscillation in the drivetrain. Then use a scan tool with GMP access. During the shudder event, watch TCC slip RPM. If it is spiking during the vibration, that is confirmed TCC shudder. If RPM is stable and the vibration is present, look at tires and driveline first. Know the pattern before you get in the truck. A truck that passes the warm cruise test with no TCC slip spike is either a good history truck or one properly serviced. Either is worth considering. A truck that shudders at 45 on a warm test drive with no service records is a negotiation point at minimum and a walk-away at maximum. Here is the final verdict. The 8L90 is not a condemned transmission. The fluid fix is real, documented, and effective in the majority of cases. Trucks that received the TSB service, trucks built after December 2018, and trucks with the thermal bypass upgrade, done proactively, are legitimate candidates for long miles. Approach with caution. 2015 through 2019 builds with no transmission service history. Any truck that has towed regularly in hot climates without the bypass upgrade, and any used purchase where the seller cannot explain what was done about the shudder. Avoid entirely active shudder on a warm test drive, no service records, and a seller calling it a quirk. That quirk is already on its way to a 5-figure repair estimate. Run the test drive. Pull the codes. Ask for records. And if you already own an 8-speed Sierra with no fluid service history, the most important thing you can do this month is not another tire rotation. It is a transmission fluid check, a scan tool read, and a call to an independent shop about the correct fluid exchange before your next tow. The transmission that shudders is not necessarily the transmission that fails, but the owner who ignores it or chases it with the wrong fix makes it one.